Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. In the last few days, along with COVID-19, black fungus is increasingly becoming a matter of concern. Officially known as mucormycosis, this disease is affecting the brain, lungs and sinuses of COVID patients. State after state is reporting a rising number of black fungus cases, some of which can turn very fatal. The deadly black fungus has infected more than 7,000 people across India and claimed the lives of more than 200 people. As the disease adds to the woes of already struggling health infrastructure, as many as 10 states across India have declared it an epidemic, which means India is currently fighting two frontal war, one with COVID-19 and the other with black fungus or mucormycosis as it is medically known. It is another challenge in front of us and only scientific information can help us in preventing it. So today in this show, I am joined by Dr. Ishwar Gilada, one of India's top doctors when it comes to infectious disease. We will talk to him about the cause of black fungus infection, about symptoms of black fungus infection, the treatment and the prevention. So let's start the show. Welcome Dr. Gilada. Welcome to HW News. My first question is, what exactly is black fungus disease and how does it affect the person?
Actually, it is wrong to call it a black fungus because this fungus is not black. What happens in this mucormycosis is that it causes ulcer. After ulcer, the blood supply goes down and then it causes necrosis. Necrosis is a dead tissue that looks black and therefore it is people started calling it black. So it is a medical apartheid. If we start calling white fungus, black fungus, yellow fungus, there are different fungus have different names. We should identify them with fungus name.
So what are the symptoms of mucormycosis, or as it is commonly known as black fungus disease?
You see, what happens is after the person recovers from COVID, maybe in hospital or maybe in discharge at home, the person start getting pain in head or in the face, or bloody discharge or a neck-colored discharge from nose, eyes may be swollen, and maybe blood vision. So multiple symptoms could be there. And on one side of body you find there's some swollen part. Because this fungus is mainly the nasal area, sinus of the nasal area, and eye, and inside the mouth, the gums and teeth. So you can get pain over there or here.
All right. So these are the symptoms of mucormycosis. But what are the causes of mucormycosis infection, doctor?
One must understand any fungus, whether outside the human body or in the human body, when the immunity goes down, it attacks. And outside human body, if you keep food somewhere or sweet somewhere, after 2-3 days it catches fungus. So like we love sweets, fungus also loves sweets. So in COVID-19, there are some diabetic patients. So those who are not diabetic, they also get diabetes during COVID, but maybe temporary. And they are also given steroid. And for longer duration of steroid, they develop diabetes and immunity goes down. So diabetes, uncontrolled and immunocompromised state, that attracts a lot of infections. It can be bacteria, it can be fungus or parasites. So in this case, it's a fungus, and mucor is present in atmosphere. It is present in dust, it is present below the carpet, present in furniture, and it also present in air-conditioned duct, the tubings of the oxygen or humidifier of the oxygen. If you are not using distilled water or clean water, so it is present. As soon as the immunity goes down, you get infected.
Sir, as we have seen, the number of mucormycosis cases have risen along with the COVID cases. So is this disease originally connected to the COVID, or is it not connected to the COVID?
No, we have been seeing mucormycosis or many other fungal infections like aspergillosis, candidiasis, histoplasmosis, coccidiomycosis for many years. And but we are not seeing that in that big number. because we didn't have that many immunocompromised patients at a time.
Okay.
In mucormycosis, during the first wave, there was some restriction on use of steroid. But during the second wave, there was a lot of publicity to steroid on television media, in print media, Government of India's advertisements, and also WhatsApp industry. So people started procuring and eating steroid on their own. Doctors also started using that in big numbers. And medicine is available over the counter, barring X drugs, scheduled X drugs. Everything people can buy over the counter. So legally it is not allowed. So once you use steroids left, right, and center, it has created its own problem. Therefore, during second wave, because we have cases also 4 to 5 times more than first wave, and secondly, steroid has been used in big number, started getting.
There has also been some discussions over how diabetic patients are also getting black fungus disease. So are non-COVID diabetic patients also prone to black fungus infection?
No, see, diabetic people commonly get candidiasis. There is also fungus, and people started calling it white fungus. And it's like एक man में दो तलवार नहीं रहती है. So in one body, if you got one fungus, the other fungus doesn't come.
Okay.
So most commonly, all diabetic people get some fungus infection, and that is the candida for common. And only when they become highly immunocompromised, they can get aspergillosis or mucormycosis.
Doctor, there have been many discussions on whether it is the excess use of steroid causing the infection or any other reason. One discussion in that direction is that the use of industrial oxygen might be behind this. Due to lack of medical oxygen available, we have seen that the industrial oxygen has been diverted for medical supply. We have also seen the period how people died without oxygen. But is this industrial oxygen, which was meant to save people's lives, is now causing infection in them? How true is the argument?
Let me clarify. Industrial oxygen is also IP, industrial pure oxygen. And human oxygen is called IP, but it is a Indian pharmacopoeia oxygen, IP. Both are IP, but Indian pharmacopoeia for human being and industrial pure for industry. That is actually having more purity than human oxygen. So to blame industrial oxygen is wrong. And it is not that cause of mucormycosis.
So industrial oxygen is not a cause for mucormycosis, but there have been also discussion around the containers that are used, the cylinders that are used. Is there any reason in that argument that maybe the cylinder, the humidifier, maybe that can cause black fungus?
You see, simple logic is when we are using oxygen cylinder, from cylinder oxygen will go through to the tube, and tube has a nasal cannula, and that has a bifurcation. So if you are not cleaning that nasal cannula daily, the oxygen also goes through a bottle.
Correct.
Which is a humidifier. If that water is not pure or distilled water, or if you are not changing water often, then that attracts. Mostly ICUs are air conditioned. Air conditioned ducts also are a high source of mucor. So air conditioned duct, water, tubing, and area around the patient, that needs to be maintained very clean. And secondly, when they discharge also, they're at home, below the carpet, the air, in dust, furniture, everywhere there's a mucor. And as human beings, we also inhale every day. But because our immunity is good, we do not get mucormycosis. If immunity is lower, then it causes disease.
Doctor, we have seen that this disease has caused more than 7,000 infections and more than 200 deaths in the country. On a scale of 1 to 10, how life-threatening is black fungus disease in your opinion?
You see, on a scale of 1 to 10, it can be between 3 to 5. The death rate is 17 to 51%. And you require two things very important. One is you need a surgical intervention. It's called debridement, to remove the affected part, either from nose, sometimes you need to remove eye or dental cavity. So you need that minor surgery, and that surgery has to be done by ENT surgeon or facial-maxillary surgeon or eye surgeon or together as a team, depending on what part is affected. Then you need to treat with antifungal. There are only 3 antifungals which are active against mucormycosis: amphotericin B, posaconazole, and isoconazole. In amphotericin B, there are two types, which is a conventional and liposomal. Liposomal can be used in a high dose, which is required for mucormycosis, and it still causes less side effect. But the ordinary or conventional amphotericin B, you cannot use in high dose. It's harmful to kidney and a lot of parts in body. So when you look at these three drugs available, liposomal, amphotericin B, posaconazole, isoconazole, all three are very expensive, and all three are in short supply currently. So if people will be dying for waiting for a required dose, you need to treat people with 4 to 6 week course each day for around 8 to 12,000. So you can imagine that 5 lakh per person only cost of medicine. Cost of hospitalization is separate, surgery cost is separate. Now, amphotericin B is manufactured by key companies globally. The largest manufacturer is Gilead from USA, which is marketed in India through Mylan. In India, there are 3 companies: EDR Pharmaceutical, which is the largest player, Cipla, and Sun. They depend for ingredient coming from Germany, which is lipid part. So that lipid part is utilized also for the manufacture of vaccine of Pfizer. So Germany also has a shortage. The great difficulty, government of India procured it from Germany, and they're still procuring. But a lot of companies cannot manufacture. So it is a tedious process to manufacture. And therefore, you cannot have lakhs of doses either.
Doctor, the fungus affects the brain too. In some cases, doctors had to remove the eyes or jawbone of the patients. So what should be done to prevent the infection in the first place?
See, there are two important things. One is keeping the atmosphere clean. So humidity is there. You put dehumidifier. You keep the carpet clean or remove the carpets. And prevent people getting diabetes. If they have diabetes, control diabetes very well. So usually people are averse to using what you call insulin, but to use insulin, the diabetes can be controlled properly. And that patient need not be on insulin forever in life. So 10-15 days of insulin is also fine. And judicious use of steroid. Because steroid can cause immunodeficiency as well as diabetes in very fast way.
Doctor, my last question. What is your suggestion to the government? Should there be a dedicated facilities now exclusively treating mucormycosis just as we have for COVID-19?
You see, it requires a very much coordinated effort. I don't blame anyone. And currently what government is doing is fine. But because this is a very specific condition, you must involve ENT surgeon and ophthalmologist. Earlier in the COVID management, they were not involved. So now involve them. And those who got any problem, they should report immediately to the facility where they were treated or to the ENT surgeon immediately. And in other diseases, you can wait for a day or two. But in mucormycosis, within 4-5 hours, 8 hours, persons. So you don't have a waiting time. But diagnosis is very easy. Because the history of COVID is there, taking steroid is there, diabetes is there, and you just remove a part of the involved part, the shaft, and do an examination under microscope, 10% KOH, calcium hydroxide, and you diagnose. You don't need much of CT scan or very big investigation at all.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much for all this information. I hope those who are watching this video will get all their doubts cleared about black fungus, or as you rightly said that it is wrong to call it black fungus or yellow fungus or white fungus. We should identify it with their medical names only. Thank you so much for the information, doctor.
Namaskar. We asked you to support us, and we are overwhelmed and grateful for the kind of support you gave us. A lot of you all told us that you find it difficult to support us through Facebook or through YouTube, and you would like to directly come and take subscription on our channel. A lot of you all said that you wouldn't prefer to pay through credit cards but rather have other methodologies. A lot of you all said that you want a one-time payment option, one-time subscription option. So we arranged for all of that. All of that has been arranged for. We have now multiple payment options. We have UPI, we have Paytm, we have credit cards, we have net banking, we have wallet. We have a lot of payment option now. We have a one-time subscription option. And all of this is now available on our website. The link is down below. And our website, of course, as you know, is www.hwnews.in. Mind you, with subscription, we also have a lot we offer you. So you have exclusive programs, you have exclusive meet and greets, you have exclusive goodie bags, a lot of it that we give for each subscription. All of those details are there in our website. So please go to our website and if possible, subscribe to us. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.